Hey, what's up, good people? How y'all doing out there in them YouTube streets? It's me, your homegirl, Ladosha Wright, aka Key Lolo. That's right. Welcome you to my YouTube channel. I am doing a video that's different from my other ones. This one is actually a movie review about Avatar 2, particularly the hairstyles. So this was a difficult video for me to kind of narrate because I just had so many thoughts about it. So I'm going to give it an attempt. As you guys know, as a licensed professional, I also braid hair. So I had a whole lot of, oohs and ahs about this movie. But anywho, please take the time out to hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. So we're going to go ahead and take a few moments and watch the trailer of Avatar 2.
You have to.
Just breathe.
What's that supposed to be about, baby? Get free up your vibe and stop acting crazy.
Yeah, I was acting crazy when I saw the movie. So this is really more like a reactionary type of a video, I guess you could call it. And so first, I'm not going to knock all of the efforts and the millions and I think almost $1 billion it took to make this movie. So I ain't even about to go there because I could barely spend $5,000 on my own documentary. So on that note, I'm not going to hate. So again, the emphasis is just really about the hairstyles and the overall, back and forth between the black and white issue. My biggest issue with the hairstyles that made me give it a actual thumbs down was really the way the hair was reacting to the climate going in and out of the water. That's one. Two, something about this, it just kind of reeked a song from the 80s. Yeah, y'all might be too young to know who she is. She's the Canadian singer, Jane Childs. And this was the jam back in the day. So when I first saw those hairstyles, I laughed. Everybody in the theater busted out laughing. And I was really embarrassed, to be honest, as a black woman. Like, why y'all keep doing this stuff to us? So the reaction of the hair coming in and out of the water, it just was not realistic. It had that cooning, Anywho, so I tried to figure out, well, who did this? Like, who did the hair? So I did what everybody do, it's Google scholars going to YouTube University with these Twitter degrees. I went online and I searched who did the hair on the Avatar movie. And let me just tell y'all, for whatever reason, this was a very hard find. And all I could say to myself was, damn it. Like, why is it so hard to figure out or to look up who did the braided hairstyles? If it was me, I would be all on social media, like, look what I did, look what I did. But for whatever reason, I searched and searched and searched. I tried different ways, and it was very difficult to find. Eventually, I did find a blogger who actually shares my sentiments about the hairstyles. But anywho, I kept going, and eventually TikTok. I don't know why I did not go to TikTok first because that's the latest or hottest, social media platform. So TikTok is where I ended up finding the actual hairstylist, well, the braider, for Avatar 2, and we'll talk about him. His name is Ryan Ken, a very handsome young man. And so he was on TikTok, and here's what he had to say about his role in Avatar 2.
But if you ever wonder, like, why is their hair so light? Why is the look right? That is me. I do protective hairstyles for the Na'vi going into battle.
All right. So let's give it up for Ryan Ken. Go Ryan. It's your birthday. So he was the braider. Now, I don't know if he was a licensed cosmetologist, and I don't know if he was able to give Mr. Cameron any feedback about the hair coming in and out of the water. But I just wanted to showcase he is a bona fide legitimate hair stylist, okay? So I said, well, you know what? Before I give him all of, the bona fides, let me just see if I would go to the cast and crew of Avatar 2 and see how do they classify him as the braider or hairstylist on the set or the movie. I don't work Hollywood, and that's why I don't work Hollywood, because of this type of stuff right here. They just pay you for your services rendered. I guess you can give some input like they did on Black Panther 1 and 2, but in this world, I don't think clearly they didn't take his input, or he couldn't give any input, nor could I find him in any part of the cast and crew of the official listings here. So you have product management and all, but he wasn't there, and I felt like, damn it. Yeah, I don't know what that bullshit was about, but give my man credit, okay? Come on, James Cameron. So, again, the hairstyles, I just, it was the reaction coming in and out of the water. I just feel like for Black people, we need to stop trying to shun what happens to our hair in real life, because this becomes the plight of Afro hair. So though the hair wasn't in its Afro state, here are some videos of some wonderful people on YouTube who I suggest you go and check them out, of what happens to real hair on real African Black people in real life as it comes in and out of water. You see that the hair is braided or not, doesn't matter to me. You get some reaction to the actual climate. And for whatever reason, they just didn't capture that. And so that just bothered me. This whole thing here, this embarrassing moment with her coming out. And this is the typical, like the Ethiopian braid styles, which I love that. But it just was like,
water, which
that ain't
is
what the hair
basically you open your
does.
mouth just a little bit, which lets the audience in, and it really works when you see the difference between the takes where our mouths are closed and when our mouths are a little bit open.
So those were some of the cast who talked about their experience underwater. But again, I know you're like, don't you just stop being so petty? I'm really not, guys. I mean, you have to see the movie to see the whole position against the Black and the whites and the humans that were coming to take over. There was like even no Black people coming from the past. In the future, we wasn't Black. We was actually blue and purple. And again, I get it. But the hair thing, it just irked my soul. I said, why do we keep doing this stuff? Why are we here when there's so much information that we could just go ahead on and play it up for what it does in real life? The underwater scenes, all that was kind of dope. I'm not knocking it, but the movie was just a waste of time. It took way too long. And the hair, I think, and you heard people in the movie talking about it, and you're like, people might think hair doesn't make that big of a difference, or really it's bigger than hair. But really, guys, I was in a movie theater that was pretty diverse, and you could just hear the people whispering, and people were actually getting up and walking out. I wanted to, y'all know I did, but I had to stay. So at the end of the day, my biggest issue with the hairstyles was, number one, they just wasn't true to life. You get the whole whitewash. You know how I feel about that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Yeah, ain't nobody got time for that. In the meantime, you can go ahead on and check it out yourself. Again, this hairstyle just made me think of, yeah, Jane Child. She kind of had it. Whoever did her hair back in the day, great song, great hair. It was unique. It definitely, it was a scene stealer, and we didn't really see that hairstyle on white women back in the day. But anywho, that's my take on Avatar 2 as it relates to hair. In the meantime, join Cheryl and I this Monday at 6 o'clock. As a matter of fact, every Monday on our podcast, we're talking about the dumbest shit that people say about Black hair. In the meantime, my documentary, The Narrative, is also available right here on YouTube for the free. So don't forget to drop some comments and hit that thumbs up button for that as well. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Bye, guys.